ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री श्री राधा मनोहर की जय, श्री श्री गौनिताई की जय, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. It's a great honor and privilege to be here in our ISKCON Montreal, one of Srila Prabhupada's dear temple. And I need blessings from my seniors so I can speak something on Srimad Bhagavatam. So today we are reading from Canto 10, which is entitled as Sammam Bonam, and chapter 19, which is entitled as Swallowing the Forest. And this is a very small chapter, only translations are there, so we will go through with the translation, and I'll try to share something which I know from it. The summary. This chapter describes how Lord Krishna saved the cows and the cowherd boys from a great fire in the Manjuranya forest. One day the cowherd boys became absorbed in sporting and allowed the cows to wander into a dense forest. Suddenly a forest fire blazed up, and to escape its flames the cows took refuge in a grove of sharp canes. When the cowherd boys missed their animals, they went searching for them. Following their hoofprints and the trail of blades of grass and other plants they had trampled or had broken with their teeth, finally the boys found the cows and removed them from the cane forest. But by that time, the forest fire had grown strong and was threatening both the boys and the cows. Thus the cowherd boys took shelter of Sri Krishna, the master of all mystic power, who told them to close their eyes. They did so, and in a moment he had swallowed up the fiery forest fire and brought them all back to the Bandaranya tree mentioned in the last chapter. Seeing this wonderful display of mystic potency, the cowherd boys thought Krishna must be a demigod, and they began to praise him. Then they all returned home. So text number 1, translation goes like that. Sukdev Goswami said, while the cowherd boys were completely absorbed in playing, their cows wandered far away. They hungered for more grass, and with no one to watch them, they entered a dense forest. Text number 2. Passing from one part of the great forest to another, the goats, cows, buffalo eventually entered an area overgrown with sharp canes. The heat of a nearby forest fire made them thirsty, and they cried out in distress. Text number 3. Not seeing the cows before them, Krishna, Rama, and their cowherd friends suddenly felt repentant for having neglected them. The boys searched all around but could not discover where they had gone. Text number 4. Then the boys began tracing out the cows' path by noting their hoofprints and the blade of grass the cows had broken with their hooves and teeth. All the cowherd boys were in great anxiety because they had lost their source of livelihood. Text number 5. Within the Munja forest, the cowherd boys finally found their valuable cows, who had lost their way and were crying. Then the boys, thirsty and tired, herded the cows onto the path back home. Text number 6. The Supreme Personality of God had called out to the animals in a voice that resounded like a rumbling cloud. Hearing the sound of their own names, the cows were overjoyed and called out to the Lord in reply. Text number 7. Suddenly, a great forest fire appeared on all sides, threatening to destroy all the forest creatures. Like a chariot driver, the wind swept the fire onward, and terrible sparks shot in all directions. Indeed, the great fire extended its tongues of flame toward all moving and non-moving creatures. Purport. Just as Krishna, Balram, and the cowherd boys were about to take their cows back home, the forest fire previously mentioned raged out of control and surrounded all of them. Text number 8. As the cows and cowherd boys started at the forest fire, attacking them on all sides, they became fearful. The boys then approached Krishna and Balaram for shelter. Just as those who are disturbed by fear of death approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the boys addressed them as follows. Text number 9. The cowherd boy said, "O Krishna, Krishna, most powerful one, O Rama, you whose prowess never fails, please save your devotees. We are about to be burned by this forest fire and have come to take shelter of you." Text number 10. Krishna, certainly your own friends shouldn't be destroyed. O knower of the nature of all things, we have accepted you as our Lord and we are soul surrendered into you. Text number 11. Sukdev Goswami said, hearing these pitiful words from his friends, the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna told them, just close your eyes and do not be afraid. Purport. This verse clearly reveals the simple, sublime relationship between Krishna and his devotee. The absolute truth, the Supreme Almighty Lord is actually a young, blissful cowherd boy named Krishna. God is youthful and his mentality is playful. When he saw that his beloved friends were terrified of the forest fire, he simply told them to close their eyes and not be afraid. Then Lord Krishna acted as described in the next verse. Text number 12. All right, the boys replied and immediately closed their eyes. Then the Supreme Lord, the master of all mystic power, opened his mouth and swallowed the terrible fire, saving his friends from danger. Purport. The cowherd boys were suffering from extreme fatigue, hunger and thirst, were about to be consumed by a horrible forest fire. All this is indicated here by the word krachrat. Text number 13. The cowherd boys opened their eyes and were amazed to find not only that they and the cows had been saved from the terrible fire, but that they had all been brought back to the Bandaranya tree. Text number 14. When the cowherd boys saw that they had been saved from the forest fire by the Lord's mystic power, which is manifested by his internal potency, they began to think that Krishna must be a demigod. Purport. The cowherd boys of Vrindavan simply loved Krishna as their only friend and exclusive object of devotion. To increase their ecstasy, Krishna displayed to them his mystic potency and saved them from a terrible forest fire. The cowherd boys could never give up their ecstatic, loving relationship with Krishna. Therefore, rather than considering Krishna to be God after they saw his extraordinary power, they thought that perhaps he was a demigod. But since Lord Krishna was their beloved friend, they were on the same level with him. And thus they thought that they too must be demigods. In this way, Krishna's cowherd friends became overwhelmed with ecstasy. Text number 15. It was now late in the afternoon and Lord Krishna, accompanied by Balaram, turned the cows back toward home. Playing his flute in a special way, Krishna returned to the cowherd village in the company of his cowherd friends who chanted his glories. And text number 16. The young gopis took the great pleasure in seeing Govinda come home, since for them even a moment without his association seemed like 100 ages. Purport. After saving the cowherd boys from the blazing forest fire, Krishna saved the cowherd girls from the blazing fire of separation from him. The gopis, headed by Srimati Radharani, have the greatest love for Krishna, and even a single moment separation from him seems like millions of years to them. The gopis are the greatest devotee of God, and their specific pastime with Krishna will be described later in this work. Thus end the purport of the humble servant of his divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, to the 10th canto, 19th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Swallowing the Forest Fire. Yeah. Om Jnanaatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namostute. तप्त कांचना गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चाति देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधार श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते कदम्बकानन स्वामिनिति नामिने Hare Krishna. So dear devotees, so we are in Canto 10. In Canto 2, chapter number 10, verse number 1, a very famous shloka is there. Atra sargas visargascha sthanam poshanam utaya manvantare eshanukatha nirodho mukti ashraya. Ashraya. So there are 10 subject matters being discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam. In other Puranas, maximum are 5 or 6. Subject matter. So that's why it is the topmost Amula Purana, because the main duty of the Vedic scripture is to the readers take them to the shelter or show them where is the actual shelter is. Okay, by relating to our today's chapter 19, the swallowing the forest fire, the whole this Canto 10, it's all about, or knowing all the Vedic scripture, all the knowledge is only one purpose, taking the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is none other than Lord Shri Krishna. Okay, as we read these 16 shlokas of this chapter, I mean, they're in the forest fire, and there is no one there to take care of them. And we are also somewhere in the fire. Which fire are we in? Yes, material nature. Every early morning, the first shloka or the first stanza of Guru Ashtam, it says, Samsara dava nal lidhaloka, tranaya karunaya ghana ghanatvam, praptassa kalyana gunana vasya, vande guruhoshri charanaravindam. That this whole samsara is like a forest fire, and we are blazing. Adi Atmik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik, and then goodness, passion, ignorance, material. Everybody is there to give trouble to living entity. Not only just in a human birth, in any birth. Like we are also here, okay? Like in India, when you see in India, there are some street dogs, there are some cows, there are some other animals. The kids take the stone and just hit it. Unnecessary, without any reason. Have you done it? I have done it in my childhood. You know, in my village, when I used to see my grandmom or my grandparents, and then we used to go once in a year on a summer vacation, and whenever we see a dog is lying or some other animals are lying, and we take a stick or a stone, we just hit them. Unnecessary. And I used to find pleasure in that. Okay, when they cry, when they run, so it makes me laugh. But when I came into Krishna consciousness, I feel so regret. Why did I do that? Because I know it's going to be a severe punishment waiting for me, because I was unnecessarily harassed them. And same as there, like we are as a civilized person here in the society, government is harassing us, the people, neighbors are there, or other people, those who are uncivilized, more or less, we or they, we all are harassing each other by some other means. The forest fire is there, and we are not happy at all. We think we are trying to be happy in a wrong place. The person who manufactured the product, Lord Shri Krishna, this material world, the software itself is that you cannot be happy, and the Jiva is trying to be happy. All our attempts are failed. We cannot be happy. Only one reason we can be happy: when we take the umbrella of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada gives an example. Okay, there's so many countries are there, there's so many organizations are there. They're trying to make a big agenda, big propaganda, big plans how to be happy in this spiritual world. All the products are there which we see on a YouTube channel or a television. Only one person, you buy our product, you will be happy. But are we ever happy by using those products? It is just all false promises. Okay, everybody is just trying to squeeze out the money from your pocket or your intelligence. That's only their purpose. Prabhupada is saying this whole world, samsara, what says, ashashvatam dukhalayam. The whole material world is full of dukhalaya. The rain is there of dukha. The rain of unhappiness is pouring every day in our life, and we are trying to stop that rain. Is it possible? Not only is happening in Montreal, in whole Canada, whole world, and not only whole world, all other universities. So how a tiny living entity try to stop that rain? No, you cannot. The intelligent person, what he does, he takes the umbrella, which can protect him more or less with the heavy rain. So the umbrella is Krishna consciousness. If you take that umbrella, that unhappiness, the rain of unhappiness, you will be protected. Yes, there will be some sprinkle on your leg, because when we walk in the rain, we hold the umbrella, but we are covered more or less upper body, but our legs, our feet till our knees, they are a bit wet here and there. That somehow we tolerate, we manage, but not as we are fully going to get wet from the top to bottom. So that's how this Krishna consciousness is. That's what these Gopas are telling us. Every single chapter of this, there are 90 chapters. Okay, the first 4, Krishna's Leela in Vrindavan, and the rest 50 chapter is in Dwarka. Okay, and this is here so beautiful. Every single chapter in this canto 10, which is called Sammam Bonam, means the shelter, how to take the shelter, his beautiful face. If you say the Srimad Bhagavatam has been said, like the every single canto is referring to Lord's body. The first 2 is called his lotus feet, and 3rd and 4th is called his legs, like his thighs, and 5th is called his navel, 6th is called his chest, 7 and 8 is called his arms, 2 arms, and 9th is called neck, 10th is beautiful face, 11th is forehead, and the 12th is head. That's how the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. Because Krishna has many incarnations. He came in different incarnations for different purposes. So one of his incarnation is Granth incarnation, book incarnation, which is Srimad Bhagavatam. And his lotus face, his moon shining face, is completely a shelter of everybody. Okay, in this verse, in this chapter, we read how after saving everything, not even the cowherd boy, they were feeling separation, or they were feeling, the misery. But the cowherd girls, all the gopis, they were also feeling separation. So whenever Krishna takes the cow early in the morning, go to the forest, everybody, no matter what age are the gopis are, every age of gopis miss Krishna and Balram. And they always hanker, and they always look for the time when Krishna is going to return. And it's a beautiful scene for them. It's a festivals to their eyes whenever they see Krishna, because when Krishna is coming with all the cows and cowherd girls, there were no pavement or concrete road. They were all just bare land. When the cows come and the Krishna comes, and many, they are like hundreds and thousands of cowherd boys are coming. A huge, 100,000 people are coming, like living entities are coming just like that. The dust is flying in the air. You can barely see Krishna is there or not. Because when the cows come, cow runs. From their hooves, all the dust, they just spread in all the air. Okay? And the dust streams on Krishna's hair, on his, body, everywhere. And Krishna looks so beautiful in that scene. And that's the pleasure gives to all the gopis. And the gopis every day, they're dying to see that scene. And they know what time Krishna is going. And how does he come? Does he do any text messages? Or, tag anyone on a Facebook? No, he plays his flute. And by playing the flute, he's giving indication to all the residents of Vrindavan, here am I am coming. So for his welcoming, whole Vrindavan comes and they just stands and they offer their obeisance. And it's been said further in Canto 10 that gopis, they do arti. Everybody does arti. We say it, when during Janmashtami, there is a very famous local people, they sing in Mayapur or Vrindavan, Swagatam Krishna, Suswagatam Krishna. So they are doing Swagatam, they are welcoming Krishna. So through their eyes, they do arti to Krishna from bottom to top. They are seeing Krishna. I haven't seen you for so many ages, because they just saw Krishna 8-9 hours ago. But still they sing, it seems like it's been billions of lifetime have passed out. We haven't seen you. They start seeing Krishna from the lotus feet and doing arti with their eyes. And it suits them. That's where it is happening. So we are also here in this material world, we have stuck. So we need to take the examples of these great souls, gopis and the gopas. They were stuck. Did they call any other demigods? No. They approached completely. They took complete shelter of Krishna. Even the cows took. And it says, Krishna, his mind is like playful. He likes to play with his devotee. Because when he does playing, and in that playing, the hankering and the eagerness of his devotee increases billions of lifetime to get Krishna. He just wants full surrender. Sarva dharman pratyaja mam ekam sharanam vaja. So that's what they are doing. They give up everything and they are taking the complete shelter of Lord Shri Krishna. Krishna, please save us. This forest fire is about to devour us. Kindly, completely save us. We have no other shelter. And some people, those who are not able to make the prayer, they are making prayer through their eyes because they were crying Krishna. They are not able to speak. But Krishna can understand by any means. It says, like Sadhu says, saintly people say, if you don't have words to express or put your prayer towards Krishna, just shed your tears. Because tears are also one of the form of prayers which only Krishna can understand. Or the person who is in love. Especially, when we see the husband-wife love and, boyfriend-girlfriend loves or anything, sometimes they are so deep in their love, when they shed tears by seeing each other after so many days, without saying any single word, only just by tears, other lovers can understand, oh, he or she is wanting me to be like that, or they are what they want from me. So in a similar way, a devotee can also shed tears when they come in front of the Lord, not for material desire, for spiritual ecstasy. Don't say, Krishna, I'm not having my green card in Canada, I'm not getting my wife or husband, or my daughters are not getting married. It doesn't care. No material desire to be shed, spiritual ecstasy. Krishna, I didn't remember you this morning, kindly. Why? So tears are shed in ecstasy, in a spiritual relationship. Because that's what Krishna wants. Because today he will give you, tomorrow that thing is disappeared from your life. Krishna all he wants, he just wants to take us back or deepen our relationship. So he does so many magical things in every single devotee's life, sooner or later. It just comes out. When we become more advanced in our practice, we can easily judge that. We can easily, understand that, 10, 15 years back, I was asking to Krishna, give me this and that. Thank God he didn't give me, otherwise I would have gone from spiritual life. I would have far away. But the person, when he becomes mature, he understands that. And this whole thing we can see after killing, the previous chapter is in chapter 18, after killing Pralambasur, Balramji, because they were still playing it. They were still playing it and they were about to go home. But somehow or other, nearby there was a forest and the forest caught fire. For that one, because it is all Krishna's arrangement. Doesn't he know that what is going on? He knew everything. He knew everything. Intentionally, he made such a thing in such a way to put his devotee in a certain condition where his relationship enhances with every single person. It's just not only with the cowherd boys, with every single cows, every single buffalo, every single cowherd, goats, or any single thing. Because it's not only Krishna was just herding the cows. Like in a village, people don't even just have the cows. They have oxes, they have buffaloes, they have goats, they have many other animals. because every other animals have a purpose to fulfill for the livelihood of the village people. Cows, you cannot take the cows to the agriculture field and just use them to, harvest or cultivate a land. You need a strong, the bulls are there. Okay, goats, they also give milks, and there are many other animals like dogs. Dogs are there to protect the house. Wherever there is a thief, they just bark in the night. So they giving attention to the whole village. Be careful, attention. Thief is in the town, so every single animal has a purpose because they live in the harmony. They have their duty to fulfill, humans have their duty to fulfill. And the villagers, they take care of all the animals, they feed them. Because that's how the human society or this whole civilization goes on. We are dependent on everybody. So Krishna takes care of everybody. He's not only just taking care of his cowherd boys, he's just taking care of cows, oxes, buffaloes, and goats. Because he has a relationship with every single living entity. Sarva yoneshu kontaya murtaya sambhavanti yaha tasam brahma mahadayonir aham bija pradapita. That whatever the living entity we are all saying, I am the seed-giving father of everyone. It is just out of our karma, we are taking the body of a hog, dog, cat, animals, human, demigods, and many other. See, the living entity, the spiritual spirit, no gender. Without a gender, it has no gender. It is just like spirit, soul, part and parcel of the Lord. So only the Father has a compassion to take care of it. I always say Krishna is the father, and all of the demigods are like the relatives, uncles and aunties. No matter in whichever or how severe difficulties you are in, no relatives will come and save you. Only the Father comes. And he goes to any extent to save his child. We have seen it. You are also like, father and mother. You can see that if you have your child. If our kids are in trouble, whose heart burns? Who gets restless? Actual father gets restless. Not the relative, not uncles and aunties and many other relatives. No one cares. They will say, oh yeah, I can feel sorry. So I wish I could have helped them. You wish, and the father jumps in. Father doesn't even care for his life. He uses all his wealth to protect his child. He uses his own life to protect his child. That's the duty of a father. Prabhuji, have you done it for a child? So pleasing to the heart. You cannot even see the tears in the eyes of your own child, whether it's a daughter or a son. A father can go any extent, ready to sell his own life to anybody, just to see the happiest smile on the face of his children. That's what Krishna is doing. He's just jumped. He said, don't worry. Just close your eyes. That's what the father does. Children comes, Papa, I'm in a trouble. Okay, no problem. You go. You go to sleep, go study. I'll take care of it. Do we do? I have done. My father has done many times. We go, Papa, I'm in a trouble. What have you done? Then he hears the whole story. Okay, go do your study. I'll do something. But we don't know what has been done. Krishna is saying, don't worry, just close your eyes, just relax. Just relax, take it easy, deep breath. And they did. Krishna swallowed the whole forest fire. Because he is the source of everything. Bhumi apo nalo vayo khamman aur buddhi evacha ahankara idyam me bhinna prakriti ashtadha. These 8 separated energies of mind, 5 gross and 3 subtle, they have come from me. The fire is one of them. What's fire gonna do? I'm the source of everything. Then he swallows that. And they are all saved. When they save and look at the relationship, Krishna must be a mystical man. He must be a demigod. Because they don't see him as a god. Because why? Because Krishna is covering their intelligence through Yogmaya. Why is he doing that? Because he can enjoy the rasa. He can enjoy the individual relationship with individual living entity. He's Akhila Rasa Murti. He's the source, he's the enjoyer of all the rasas. He enjoys the chastisement of his mother, chastisement of his wife, chastisements of all the elders, all his peers also. Do you like to enjoy? chastisement by somebody? No, Krishna likes it. Chivalry ras, Krishna likes to fight. Like, like a father and son, when a son is kid, there's a mock fighting, fighting with the pillow, or just making the, legs and heads upside down just to show, oh, I am a winner, just a mock fight. Krishna likes to do all these things. Because we like it, the original source is in Krishna. So everything is coming from him. He's also a person. He also likes to enjoy everything, like we do so. So how can we say God is not a person? God is a person. Everything is coming from him, whatever we see. And that's where here these Gopas are saying it. They are giving a kind of a rasa to the Lord. So Krishna wants to see. He is playful in his mind. He is not straightforward. He's seen him Tirubhanga. His form is, bent. Radharani is straightforward. Krishna is not straightforward. He's bit, in a very this way, because he just like to, because his relationship with his devotee is informal, not formal. It's very, very informal. First he tried to put them in a bit of a trouble here and there, and when they take complete shelter, then he helps them, and they both enjoy. The person who was in trouble, the person who gives the trouble, they both enjoy that, and that enhances the relationships more deeper and deeper. And because in the future anything happens, they can easily say, don't worry, Krishna is there. We can see how Srila Prabhupada, so many troubles he has gone through. He's never even moved a tinge. Krishna is there. He must have some plan. That's why it has been said in devotee's life, if you make a plan, okay, and you think your plan is not working, so please trust on Krishna. Krishna breaks your plan before your plan breaks you. We don't understand in the beginning. No, Krishna, I just want to do this. But later on we find out, oh, if this plan has been approved by the will of Providence, so I was in trouble. Thank God, Krishna, you didn't let this plan happen. We say thanks, but later on. But in the beginning, we say, Krishna, I'm only doing for you. I'm doing for you. I want to do this for you. Krishna knows the past, present, and future. If you do this, you are in trouble. And as a father, he doesn't want to see you in the trouble. He doesn't want to see you in the trouble. He just wants you to be relaxed and just, think about him and come back to him. Of course, we are in this material body. We have many duties to perform, which is we call it Swadharma. Swadharma means a material duty and a spiritual duty. Both we have to fulfill. As a living entity, we have our dharma to be a spiritual person, and plus we are also a father, a husband, a brother or a sister, or a society person. So we need to take care of all those things. Get a job, look after your husband and a wife and a kids, get married, and when everything is sorted out, come back fully to spiritual life. For certain people, but those who want to be a brahmachari and sannyasi, for them is not there. Their only dharma is to preach and help all the householders and other people. Make sure they also situate permanently on a spiritual path. So let's take each other's hand and move forward towards Krishna. That's how these Gopas are doing. They just hold each other's hand. Oh my God, forest fire. If there is a fire in the house, how do we do? We just embrace each other. We just get together. And just make our life stronger and call upon Krishna. That's what they did. They look upon Krishna. Krishna kindly save, and Krishna understand. He did that. So that's how this whole 10th canto is all about. Forest fire, it's not only happening here, forest fire is in our life also. So always complete shelter of Lord Krishna, not any other second person. Because not any other second person can save us. Apart from Guru, like a spiritual people, they can guide you, they can help you, because they are the right hand and left hand of Lord Krishna. Devotees are the left hand and left hand of Lord Krishna, because Krishna either helps directly or either helps through his devotee. Either way, we are safe. We are safe in this material world, and let's go back to Godhead. And that's what they are doing. After being saved by Krishna, is taking them, all of them, back to Vrindavan. He said, let's go. We are too late. It's been late afternoon. Let's everybody, I saved you, let's go home. That's where this Srila Prabhupada has started this movement. Now we have burned enough. in this material life, let's go back to Vrindavan. Let's go back to Goloka Vrindavan, where he's waiting for us to do many more festivals along with him. Okay, thank you, everybody. If you have any other questions or any comments to ask, I would like to help you. Please, Prabhu, go ahead.
Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada.
What's the meaning that Krishna told to close their eyes?
What's their meaning Krishna told to the cowherd boys? Why did he say to them, close your eyes? Because Krishna wants to make his relationship simple with them. He doesn't want to show his power, because it says in the words, and in the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, he's been addressed as Yogeshwara. Yatra Yogeshwaro Krisho, Yatra Partho Dhanudhara, Tatra Shri Vijyor Bhuti, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Yogeshwara. He is the master of all the mystic powers, so he doesn't want to show his power in front of, because he just wants to make his relationship, because they don't understand him as a god. Even they had a kind of a glimpse. Oh, he must be a demigod. Like, sometime when he killed, who's that demon, cart demon. What was the name of cart demon? I forgot. Anyway, when he just broke that cart, and then mother is saying, other elderly said, he must be Shotakasur. Shaktasur. Then say he must be Narayan. He must be Narayan. Narayan, has done this. So he doesn't want to know Krishna that he's a god. Otherwise, their dealings will be changed. Prabhupada says when we do worship on the altar, we don't do worship on the altar by seeing them Krishna and Radha. We see them Lakshmi Narayan. We have to do worship with awe and reverence. Okay, but Krishna doesn't want, because you are a god, sorry, I put, like, that's what Arjuna did. After knowing the whole full knowledge about Krishna, he was trembling. He says, we ate in the same plate, we slept on the same bed, I put my hand on you, and I called you in some other misbehaving way, hey, my friend, come here, oh my God, you are the supreme person. He was trembling, and Krishna doesn't want that. He just wants to have a normal relationship. The way mother chastise, the father chastise, the friends chastise, or the girls chastise, or the neighbor chastise, he likes to enjoy that rasa. But if you say he's a supreme personality, they will be alert. They will bring their arti tray, ghee, lamb offering. And Krishna doesn't want to be like that. He just wants to be like a simple cowherd village boy. Simple Gopala. He just wants to be known by Gopala and Govinda, nothing else, as a supreme Godhead. No, he doesn't want all that. That's only happened in Dwarka. Aishwarya Bhav. He just only wants, very sweet relationship, Madhurya Bhav, just with this relation. That's why he said he doesn't want to, see people, or see, Krishna drank everything. No. Like, one of the pastime in a Damodar Leela, when Krishna was just a mere child, he used the grinding mortar to break the Yamla Arjuna tree. He just broke them. Okay, he was just barely a child, hardly can crawl or can run. And when all the village people go, how does this tree fall down? And the kids are saying, I saw Arjuna, Krishna did that. Come on, silly boy, this kid's talks, childish talk, who will trust a boy can kill such a big and strong tree which been there for, billions of lifetime here, who can break this tall tree? They say, no, they don't trust, maybe some other demigods, maybe Narayan came to help Krishna. And they were just let it go. It's okay, let's go. And it's a normal relationship. That's what it is. Yeah.
And what happened in the pastime of Govardhan?
What happened in the pastime of Govardhan? You tell me. What's your...
Showing everyone how he could lift the
Yeah. And then after that, what happened? They all forgot. Krishna did. Because whenever Krishna plays any of his pastime, it's not only a one purpose to fulfill, it has many purposes to fulfill. It says when an archer, when he shoots the arrow, he is expert in one arrow, he can shoot many targets. Krishna does. So one of his things was to bring the pride of Indra down, to show him who is the real daddy, who is the real father. This is one of the reasons. And second, to enhance his strong relationship with the gopis and other cowherd boyfriends. If you see, when Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, all the older people, all the younger people, they got their stick. Krishna, Krishna, don't worry. You just wait. We are coming to help you. And they put their stick underneath the Govardhan. Krishna, don't worry, do not think you are alone, we are here to help you also. Krishna was smiling. Okay, Krishna, you must be tired, please you can get down and we can take care of the Govardhan hill. And they say, are you sure? He just asked 2-3 times, don't worry, you are just bare a child. They didn't know, he just lifted with his pinky, It's a whole Govardhan is so huge, Prabhu. What you see here, it is nothing. Govardhan is Krishna himself, it can expand to any limit. And that's what Krishna did. Krishna, when he lifted, it expanded. Because many people have question on this. Oh, when we go to Govardhan, we see Govardhan is only 22 kilometers, just a size. But Vrindavan is so big, how come this whole thing can come? Now, when Krishna lifted, the whole Govardhan expanded himself. And that is covered the whole Vrindavan. And that's why the rain and everything could not damage anything. Not even a single tree being damaged in Vrindavan. The whole thunderstorm was there, many rains flood were there. Nothing, not even a single plant or a blade of a grass damaged in Vrindavan. Krishna didn't let it go. What to speak about the friends of Krishna there? He saved everybody. And suddenly he just slightly plunged it down and all their bamboo sticks got broken down. No, Krishna, please, you hold on. We trust you, you hold on. And then 7 days they were together with Krishna and then everything gone down and they become normal. Krishna covered their, all the pastimes with his Yog Maya. Same as with Mother Yashoda. He showed the universal form, the universe in his mouth. And after thinking, oh my God, then he skipped her mind. And she became a normal. Let's go, do some work, Krishna. Take the cows outside. And she was saying, oh my God, am I carrying Supreme Personality of Godhead in my lap? She was bewildered. But later on, Krishna did again. And she became like a normal mom, chastising her child. So that's why he says, Janma karma chame divyam. All my janma and all my karma are completely transcendental. It's not easy to understand. It's only be understood and relishable among the association of a devotee who helps you to understand, because they have realized the subject matter. Okay? Hare Krishna. Anything else? Prabhu, you have any comments to say? Oh, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, thank you. If it's nothing there. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।